Hello everybody. So today I'm going to be doing a review on a wireless backup camera system I'm going to put on this truck. This is our seed truck we use during spring and fall planting, and sometimes it's kind of a bugger to back up by yourself to the auger if you're the only one out in the field at the time. So as it turns out, we were offered a camera, and if I do a video review on it, and so I'm going to go ahead and get that installed in this truck, and let's try it out and see what it's like. The camera is Haloview. It's a 2.4 gigahertz wireless monitor camera system. This model number is the MC7101. Looks like it's a 7-inch screen, nice wireless. I've already read a couple reviews on it. Looks like a really good system. I'm excited to try it out. This can support up to 4 cameras per monitor. So let's go ahead and unbox this and see what's inside here. Okay, we got some documents. Looks like manual. That's good stuff. Okay, looks like we got some antennas right here. Put those up there. There's a third antenna. Looks like there's 3 of them. 1 for the camera, 2 for the monitor. Here's our monitor. It's a nice, real nice 7-inch screen. Okay, I'll put this over here. Let's see what else we got in here. Looks like we got some wiring. I'll put that there. Looks like some hardware. Allen wrench, a couple screws, a couple bolts, a little more hardware. This must be the mounting frame for that monitor. There's 2 of them. Yeah, there's the base. And that looks like a sun shield that goes on the outside of it. Okay, looks good. Here's the camera. See if I can pull it out of here with one hand. There we go. So it's folded up right now. It's got a nice, looks like it's got the infrared camera on it, so it has night vision built into it. Nice and heavy. Feel like a good mount. Yep, I'll put that up here. Let's see what else we got. Looks like the hardware to mount the, that must be, it's sticky. I'll look and see what this is. I think this is for the camera, actually, to stick to the side of something, because it swivels and everything, so that makes sense for the camera. So I'll put that up there with the camera. And looks like more cables for powering. So, okay, let's put this together real quick. We'll put the antennas on everything and kind of get it lined up. All right, so I went ahead and hooked everything up here. I went ahead and put the camera, I got it pretty straight, tightened these bolts on the sides here with the Allen wrench. As you can see here, I went ahead and installed, it's an 88-pound plus, that's what it says at least, neodymium magnet. I'm going to use that to stick to the side of the truck because there's a good chance I'm going to want this camera moved around. So rather than making it permanent, this way I can just go clunk, stick it to the truck, and you guys will see in the future here, this video, what exactly I mean by that. But it should work really nice. There was a couple of wires here, connected those together. Here's your power for the wireless camera. Got to run that to your 12-volt battery or some power source somewhere to power the camera. It doesn't have to be connected directly to the monitor. That's what the wireless link is for right here. But it does need power, so that's what this is for right here. I went ahead and picked up a good 50 feet. It's probably overkill, but I needed some of what I thought was the best UV resistant wire possible. I believe this is speaker wire, but it should be heavy enough gauge. I think it's 16 gauge wire. That's plenty. And this got double wrapped. I mean, it's got insulation on the outside and each wire is individually wrapped. So that way the elements, because out here on the farm we get a lot of sunlight and the sun eats wire up, eats the rubber up and starts to expose and you get shorts. So that's why I chose this wire. We'll see if it works. And then I've got a lot of soldering, different tools and items here that I'm going to need when I put this all together. My plan so far, or at the beginning, is just going to be with the camera. This wire is to wire the camera to the battery because this truck is, you know, it's a 16-foot bed on it. It's got to go a ways. So I'm going to put these alligator clamps on the wire here, and that way I can just clamp it to the battery as needed, and then I can take it off and move it to other locations like I'm going to show you guys in a little bit here. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and start setting this up. Also, I see they have a couple of options here. This is an adhesive mount, and I thought this was for the camera originally. It's not. That's for the monitor. It hooks, there's a little, see that little slot right there? It slides in the back, and you can tighten it down, and then that way you can stick this monitor to, I suppose, your window or somewhere with a smooth, slick surface. I'm not going to be using that because good chance this monitor is going to come in and out of places. So I'm going to use this bracket that they have here that came on the side, and I'm just going to anchor it directly to the dashboard somewhere inside the truck. So that's what that's for. And also, you see all these leads right here, these wires. At first I was like, what are all these wires for? I'm not wiring the camera to the monitor, it's a wireless monitor. And then I'm looking closer in the manual here, what these are for actually is you tie these into like your brake lights, your parking light, different applications, turning lights even. And when you turn those on in your truck or pickup or whatever you're driving, like say I put it in reverse and my reverse lights turn on, that tells the camera or the monitor to display that camera that's in the back. So if you put it in reverse, then the reverse camera pops up on the screen. If you put it in, like say, turning left signal blinker or something like that, then that would tell to turn on your camera on the left. Well, we're only doing a one camera system right now, just one camera, one monitor. So I'm not even gonna use any of these wires. I'm just gonna tape them up and twist them up and hold them real tight, so that way they're out of the way. So don't need that. All I gotta basically do in this situation is get power to the monitor, anchor the monitor. That's what this cable is right here. There's power in that bunch right there. And then get power to the camera. So that's what all this is for. So you can see we've got our massive battery right here. I'm gonna put the alligator clamps and they're gonna hook here. I'm gonna run that gray wire through the frame all the way down the truck to the hinge point back here. And then it's gonna come up, around, over, and then I'll take this camera, and for right now, let's see here, like that, see? That's that magnet's for. So I can take that camera, I can tilt it, I can put it up higher if I want, tilt it up. So that way when you're backing the truck up, you can back up to right where the hopper is, stop, you'll know exactly where to stop, lift the bed up, and you'll see exactly where the chute is, and make life a lot simpler for the farmer. So let's go ahead and start setting this up. This old truck, they put the, I guess you could say relay panel, and underneath the dash right here. So you just gotta take these out, flip her forward. All chaff everywhere, nice and dirty. So I went ahead and located, I believe I got power here and ground when the key is turned on. You can see my test light, see it light up right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and run the power. It'll be really easy, because it's not gonna take a lot of juice to run that monitor off these terminals right here. So that way I have the key turned on right now over there. When I turn that key off, this light turns off. That's good, because then the monitor will turn off. So that's gonna be real simple. So I'm gonna mount the monitor somewhere up here. I haven't figured out quite yet where I'm gonna put it. Run the wires down, they're gonna run around, drop in, tie right into those two. Then we should be good to go. Okay guys, I just finished wiring most of this up right now. It just rained on me outside here, so I had to take a little break. But what I did is I ran around the two wires to the power on the switch here, out of the fuses in there. So you can see I turn this key off, turn the key back on, turns on. It was pretty quick. It was amazing how fast. Can I turn the brightness up here? Let's see here. Oh yeah, there's full brightness right there. It's actually really bright. I really like it. It was amazing how fast when I plugged the wireless camera in, it just immediately connected. It was quick. There was no issue at all. I didn't even touch the monitor or anything. It was just I walked in the cab and it was already connected, which is what I like. I don't like fiddling with things. So this is just one camera. That's on the back of the truck at the end gate back there. I still have to run the wiring through the frame of the truck. I'm gonna do that in a second here. And then I took all the excess wire, taped it up, and this cover will be closed like so. And then the wire's back there. So that's what it looks like in the truck. Okay, let's go ahead and fire this up, and we'll raise the bed. So here's the camera on the back of the truck, as you guys can see. And there's the end gate right here. I went ahead and angled it out. You can see I set it so it's pointed slightly at an angle. So when you back up, you should be able to see the hopper. And before it's right underneath you, so you'll know when to stop. I soldered the end of this and heat shrink wrapped it to this cable I bought that should be outdoor compatible, UV compatible. And then I put alligator clips on this end right here, the positive and the ground. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this cable right here, I'm gonna weave it in and out of the frame along the truck, and then that'll be permanent. I'll tie it up real nice. And then down the road, I'll show you what I'm gonna do with this camera when I get it off. So let's go ahead and wire that in. Okay, we're backing up to the auger here. There's the pan. You guys probably can't see very well. Okay, stop right there. Is the parking brake on? See right there? Let's go take a look and see what it looks like. Yeah, it's just about right. When you lift the bed up, it's going to pull the end of the box back, so they'll dump right here. So that'll be about right. So this will probably be right down here. Open the gate. You got the camera up there. That's pretty nifty. That should work out really nice. Excited to use it. So I went ahead and put the camera up on top of this auger here. It's got a power source coming off the four-wheeler or the ATV here. Normally that's not how it'd be, but there's a battery that runs the engine on this auger. But there's a power source always with this auger for to run the starter on the engine. So I'd run the camera powered to the auger. So I'm going to drive underneath it here. You can see it's looking right at the ground. The Haloview, so it's pointing at the ground. So I'm going to go ahead and drive up, and we'll see what this looks like. See, it's obviously not moving because it's stationary. So my plan is, if I were hauling grain right now and that was the auger up to the grain bin I was unloading out of, I would go ahead and pull underneath. You can see me right there. There we go. See, now that's perfect. That's what I want right there. So then it'll sit there and you'll be watching the grain pour out. It'll fill up. You'll see it mound. And then when it mounds, I pull forward a little bit. Stop. Mounds back up again. Pull forward a little bit. Like so. Stop. There's the edge of the truck right there. And then when I get out, I shut the auger off. And then I drive off. Like so. Well, guys, there you go. You can see I got the camera right here. Seems like a nice backup camera. I got ideas for this thing. It has a built-in microphone in the camera. I did have some feedback here a minute ago, so I turned the volume down on the monitor because they're so close together. That's not a feature I would use, but for people who use like motorhomes, campers, even security systems, whatever they want, I could see that being a positive. So that's definitely something to think about. There's a little mic hole, I believe, right there. You can see it, and the speakers down here. So, and the settings on here, they give you some basic options, picture settings. You can do all kinds of contrast, color, brightness, volume. I see there's an option to record. I haven't tried it yet. Let's hit record. Oh, I see. You can put an SD card in here. There's an SD card slot. So you can actually record your video and save it for later if you need it for something. So that's pretty cool too. My only and major complaint about this system is I had a lot of issues with the signal cutting in and out. I mean, there's two, that's when I had the camera on the back of the truck, but there's two layers of metal it has to go through in this bed. There's this wall, and then there's the wall in the back of the truck. So maybe that's just too much for this wireless to go through. I had the camera in the center. Sometimes it'd run flawlessly. I'd have no issue. It'd be smooth, probably, 20 frames a second or so video coming in, and then it'd go black and say no signal. I also, when I was driving underneath some power lines, it seemed like it was affecting it more than others too, and it could be the Wi-Fi on our farm. We have a pretty strong Wi-Fi network. I don't know if it's a similar network or not. That could be what's going on as well. So that's the only problem I had. But right now, as you can see, it's live right now and it's running great. And it's 2 trucks over. It's on the other side of that truck right there. So I'm getting good signal here. So that's the only complaint I really had about the whole system. Otherwise, it's so easy. It's plug and play. You just pretty much hook power up to everything and it just connects automatically. So good deal. That's pretty cool. I'm excited about this. So I'm going to definitely use it this summer. We haul some peas. And during harvest, I'm going to have this on every auger, I think. Especially for the guys that are trucking for us, hauling grain. That way they can drive over the pit. They'll see exactly where they're at, where they're dumping and everything. So this should be a good addition to our trucks and to our farm game. So thanks again, Haloview, for sending us a couple samples of this to try it out. Looks like a good product. I'd check them out in the link below. And if you guys haven't subscribed already, subscribe to my channel. Welker Farms. The subscribe button should be like over here, over here, over here. Who knows where it's at? Somewhere in there. So, all right, everybody, take care. God bless. We'll catch you later.